Hello everybody, you guys already know me. My name is Anastamano, and today I wanted to review these. They're boxing shoes from Tidal, as you can see there. They're the Tidal Boxing, the Speedflex Encores. They're the tall ones. These ones, if you see something real quick, I'm going to put one on. These are made of like nylon and synthetic leather. You can clearly tell what the synthetic leather is. You can see right here, they look like this, unlaced. Thought I should make a review on these because I've had these for a while. I've had these since, it's been a while. I've had these since like July, August or so. No, June, July or something like that. And I've used these a lot. And I wanted to go over that, and before I wanted to talk to you guys about something. So recently on some of my videos I've noticed I haven't been doing too well, and I think part of that's contributed to me not uploading enough, and I'm sorry about that. I've just been really busy with school and boxing and homework and all that. My schedule has been filled because I'm trying to get my grades up so I can have a fight. My previous matches got canceled because of my grades, and that's not something I want to happen again. I've been working really hard though, and hopefully I will be able to have a fight. If so, then I'll talk about it whenever. My pop said though that it's mainly going to be over the summer when I have my fights. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about that real quick. But now I want to get into the review. So first of all, one thing I would like to mention about these is I've had these for almost a year now, and these have held up very well. In fact, I'm thinking about getting another pair, and these remind me of almost like, if you guys a lot of you guys probably remember the shoes that Ali wore, the shoes that Clay, Frazier, all of them wore, Hagler. These remind me of those big time, just because of how high they are. And I use these a lot. Like, these are the only shoes I use for boxing. And I'm planning on getting a white pair to offset, because I have white hand wraps and black boxing shorts. Just change it up a little bit, get a white pair. And these, they are very good. If you see the inside there, it's very hard to see in there. But you see it's made of like this kind of cloth kind of fabric. And before I talked about these, it was like in a video I was taking them out of the package and stuff. But I never really went into detail about them because I've never had them for a while. And I forgot to make a video on these. I was gonna, but I forgot. And if you can see right here, this right here is rubberized. Well, this is not. This is almost like a, it's kind of like fabric, nylon, something like that. Kind of like how it is in here, the fabric in here. You can see you have, it says Tidal Boxing here, Tidal logo, Tidal Boxing. You can also see right here, this part right here is made of like synthetic leather. Right here, down to here. Check on their website, you can see more details about it. And right here, you can see this is like a nylon. There's nylon here. This is, I think it's like rubber or something. It's really good. I'm that kind of fighter that I like to move around. I get endangered, I like to move around. I don't like to curl up and just stay there. So it's perfect if you want to move around. You just bounce around the ring a little bit. And I like to throw jabs, set up my punches with a jab. And these help out with that a lot, because you can't really get stuck. And a quarter turn is easy, because a quarter turn, you need to be able to turn your foot here. Kind of like lift it a little bit and turn here. With some shoes, you can't do that. Some boxers use, like, for example, Asics. Some people use those shoes for boxing. They're wrestling shoes. But wrestling shoes rely on using the rubber part to dig into the mat and create, like, kind of making it to where it grips on instead of like slipping. And with boxing, you kind of need to have a slick sole so then you can bounce around and like you won't get stuck and planted. There are some boxers though, I know they like to have a firm stance to where they're just standing there. They're relying on their power. Like, for example, Tyson, he keeps it here and boom, he relies on staying on the ground perfectly. While others, they rely on like moving around, throwing jabs and crosses, like Ali, Leonard. And Floyd is someone who doesn't really do that. He mainly just sorry about the dogs. I'll wait for them to stop. I'll take a minute. 1 second. Stop it, dude. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry about that. I've already spent too much time making this video and can't really afford to restart. So just ignore that and think it never happened. But a lot of boxers, they like to move around. Floyd, he has a mix. What he'll do, obviously, you know the Philly shell. He'll get in the Philly shell and stay in the corner. But then other than that, he usually bounces around, tries to evade and stuff. Boxers like that, they like to evade. They depend on defense and moving around the ring. This will probably work better. Joe Frazier, he's, you guys know, he's my favorite. I don't fight like him though. When I'm inside, I base my fighting style off him. So these, that you can't really grip down for power, you gotta plant your feet yourself. It doesn't plant it for you, kind of like a wrestling shoe would. And I think I'm qualified to know the difference between a boxing shoe and a wrestling shoe, because if you see over there, I have wrestling medals and I have my boxing shoes hanging up on my door. So I would know the difference between a boxing shoe and a wrestling shoe. And I would definitely say that if you're a boxer who likes to outbox people, not to where they like to throw power punches like Frazier or Tyson or Duran or fighters like those, they like to outbox. You like to stay on the outside, keep the distance sometimes, and annoy them, frustrate them with your jab and stuff. This shoe would work very well. I'm the kind of fighter I like to stay on the outside. While I like to mix it in, inside and outside. Inside, I fight like Frazier, where I'm aggressive, I'm pressuring forward. On the outside, I like to stay away, I like to just stay away and fight kind of like Leonard, to where I try to evade and stuff. If you're like that as well, these will work for you. And one thing I gotta say about them, these have held up very well. I remember when I first got these, I was thinking, they're not gonna last too long. They'll maybe last for, I'd say, I was thinking like not even half a year. I was thinking I'd have to get these replaced because how cheap they are. They're not how cheaply they're made, but how cheap the price is. They're $45 to $50, and that's without tax. And I was thinking these are gonna be cheap, not be built well. And I was thinking I just need a boxing shoe to get me by until I can make money to get a better boxing shoe. And these, oh my goodness, I really underestimated these. I probably should have. I probably should have known though that it was going to be a very good shoe because of its Title. Title makes good stuff. Sometimes they don't make the best stuff, but that's like on the lower budget stuff. Other than that, they make some really good stuff. And there are some other boxing shoes. One of the most popular ones is the Renegade Pro Boxing Boots. The ones Mayweather uses. The Mizuno, I think they're called. They're the boxing shoes. They have like the kind of fold over. It's like if this were to be folded over, kind of, that kind of thing. They have the Acclaim. There's Title Acclaims as well. Tuttle has Predators. I've always wanted to get those, but I never have. But other than that, I think these are actually the best shoes that I've ever used in boxing. Like, I know I've only used a few pairs, but wrestling shoes are very popular in boxing. In fact, in the past, you'd see some, like in the early 2000s, you'll see some boxers use Asics and stuff, Adidas, the Matt Wizards and stuff. They would use those. But these are my favorites. I think because they're like traditional. You get to bounce around with them, you know, throw punches, evade, get out of the way. And I also gotta put something to say something. These. So my dog, you can see there's a big crease in them. I got it. Okay, so you can tell with these, it's weird. So one shoe, you can see both of the shoes side to side. This one has a big dent, and that's because this one when I fight, I usually have it to where this foot is to where I'm putting a lot of pressure on it. So let me put it on real quick, show you how it is. I want to show you. You can see right here, it still works. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just really that kind of thing to where, like, if you're looking for style, some style points. If you're looking for some style points, I don't know, you can find some other ones that are better, but if you're using these if you're using them to box, some people like to look flashy, and I'm just not that kind of fighter, but I know some are. They like to be flashy with what they wear. Some of them like to wear a bright color like yellow and green. You won't get that with these. They come in multiple colorways, but not many. They come in black, they come in white, red and blue. They have black and red, white and blue. Blue and white, meaning like to where blue's the primary, white's not. And then the other way, where white's the primary and stuff, you get it. They don't have that kind of colorway to where it's fancy, kind of like the Hyper KOs, the Nike Hyper KOs. They have this one where it's like a lime color, a yellow color, and a pink color mixed together and all that weird stuff. If you're that kind of person that likes that, you're definitely not going to get these. But if you're somebody who's looking for a cheap boxing shoe, you don't have money, these work very well. And you can see right here, I told you about this crease, but these are very stylish still. You can see, let me show you, right here, my dog put a hole in the shoe, so it obviously isn't something that I could sell it to where it would look brand new. It doesn't look brand new at all, this shoe at least. The other one does. All I would have to do is clean it up, but these hold up very well, and this is showing you that these hold up very well because my dogs, I have Rottweilers, which are one of the strongest breeds in the world. I think actually top 2, but you can see right here, my dog chewed these up, and since they chewed them up, you would think that they'd be useless because you'd think that it would be destroyed, but it held up. If you were to look on this shoe, my dog was biting on that too. I'm gonna try to get close up so you can see it's very faint right there. These hold up well though for a dog biting on them. If that's what these held up for so long, especially with my dog doing that, imagine how much these will hold up if you take better care of them than I do. I plan on getting a white pair, as I told you before. Maybe, but I first gotta get money. And honestly, I've been boxing for a year now. Yeah, I've been training for a year. Haven't had a fight yet. And so stupid grades. If I had my grades up by now, I would definitely have multiple fights. And that's something tough to think about it, because like, I work hard for this stuff, but it's just my grades haven't been in check, and it sucks. But these I maintain them. I don't clean them, but I make sure they're not like dirty. I'll take a wipe, maybe. I mean, the where they're not destroyed. I'll take a wipe, maybe wipe them down sometimes. You could look on their website. It'll tell you all the stuff that's in this shoe, like that it's made with. And some people will look at the price and they'll be thinking, oh, so a boxing shoe at this price, it's too good to be true. Because a lot of the boxing shoes you have to pay upwards of $90, $100, and the hundreds. Well, definitely a lot of them. The Hyper KOs, stuff like that. But these only cost like $50, and people just throw it out. They'll just throw it out of the question because they see the price tag, and usually from experience, a lot of stuff that's cheap is garbage. For example, Everlast. Not those Everlast Power Locks that I made a review on. Those are really good, surprisingly. But like they call them like the old school style ones or the pro style. Those ones are garbage. Those kind of gloves. You could get a mid. So if you don't like them being this high, you could get a mid, which is about right here, I'd say, and then a low, which is like, you could get like a mid that's like right here, and then they also have one they're called the Money Makers or like Money Metallics or something like that. If you just see it, you'll see it's like Money Flashers or something. It's Money something, and they're kind of like these in a way, but they have flashy colors. They have gold, they have silver. In fact, instead of getting a white pair of these, if they have a gold or a silver pair of those, I might get those. Because I really want to make a review on those too. Because a lot of people would see the price and be like, that's too good to be true. And some shoes, they are too good to be true. And I want to see if all the title shoes are going to be like this. Without a doubt, these are my favorite shoes. You can't really ask for a better pair of cheap boxing shoes. And some people are like, oh yeah, this is good for a beginner. You can consider when you're a beginner, but I've done martial arts my whole life. With me just starting up solely traditional boxing, not a long time ago, a year ago only actually. And these work well for me. I've used them. These are probably going to last me a year and a half, maybe 2 years. But I know I'm going to get another pair this year because I feel like getting another pair, and then maybe I'll save, if I get the money, whatever they're called, the ones that have the word money in it, if those are good shoes, but like they're not the same as these, or like they're not better than these, then these will be, then I'll save these for competition, use the Money Makers for like training and stuff. But I'm probably running on too much. But these are a good shoe. They're definitely worth the $45 dollar price for the mids, and then for the highs, they're definitely worth $50. In fact, if I were to just look at the shoe, think about how good it is, and not know how much it costs, I would think these cost like $100 or something with how good they perform. Some might have a different experience, but from what I've heard from other people, these are very good. And what I know of these, from my experience, these are very good as well. So if you guys are looking for a pair of cheap boxing shoes that will get you through, these will work. And even if you're just looking for a boxing shoe in general, go to Tidal. I think for those who compete like every week, because there's some boxers, usually once you get to the like, I say to where you're like 3 years into boxing, you fight like for example, sometimes during the summer they fight every single week, travel all the time, do that kind of stuff. I only fight in Florida because we can't really afford to move all over the country. Wish we could, but we can't. But these will work. These will definitely work for those who train every day, which I train, let's see here. Very rarely I train 3 days. For the most part, I train 4 to 5 days, sometimes 6. the lowest I trained is 3 days. But these are very good shoes. And I think I'm going to put it there. And I hate to say this, but that's it for the video. And if you guys like the video, why not? You guys can leave a like. If you didn't like it, dislike it. Do what you felt. And if you like the channel, subscribe. In the if you want. In the comments, tell me if you guys think I should upload more. If I shouldn't upload more, and you guys like how it's a video every few months and so, just tell me. But I'm trying to push out content. It's just tough, being having to deal with school, homework, and boxing. I've been putting everything into boxing. Busted a few knuckles, and for some reason it feels good to bust a knuckle sometimes because it just releases my anger for some reason. I don't know why. But I just have weird things like that. But these are definitely good. And if you guys want me to make more videos, just tell me. And I'll make more videos. I'll try to upload every week on the weekends. At least once every week on upload on Saturday or Sunday. A day where I'm not at school and not having to deal with homework and stuff. This week it's spring break, so I will definitely be able to upload. I'll try to upload 2 or 3 times a day. I mean, a week. I'll try to upload 2 to 3 times a week, because I think that will really push my channel forward. I don't know how to do the editing stuff, so I just leave it how it is. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. As I said before, if you guys liked the video, you can like. If you didn't like it, dislike it. I don't care. If you guys like the video and like my channel, go ahead, subscribe. I hate to say that because it sounds like I'm begging for likes and subscription. But if you guys don't want to subscribe, don't subscribe. Do whatever you guys feel. Anyways, I'll see you guys all later. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.